Most people believe they're on the right path. They wake up early. They go to work. They pay bills. They save a little money. And they truly believe that one day, everything will work out. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Right finger, most people will never be rich. And what's worse, they don't even realize why. Not because they're lazy. Not because they're stupid. But because they're trapped inside a system they don't understand. Today's video isn't about motivation. It's about awareness. Because once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. They confuse busy with progress. Most people are busy. Very busy. But busy doesn't mean wealthy. They work longer hours. They answer emails late at night. They sacrifice time, health, and family. Yet their bank account barely moves. Why? Because effort alone doesn't create wealth. Wealth comes from leverage, ownership, systems. But most people trade time for money. And time is limited. No matter how hard you work, you only have 24 hours a day. The system rewards what you own, what you control, what can scale, not how tired you are. They are trained to be employees. From childhood, most people are programmed the same way. Study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, be grateful. But nobody teaches how money actually works, how businesses scale, how assets generate income. School prepares people to follow instructions, not to think independently. Employees are necessary, but employees rarely get rich. Why? Because you get paid based on time. Your income has a ceiling. You don't own the outcome. The moment you stop working, the money stops. That's not wealth. That's survival with better packaging. They live inside the paycheck cycle. Here's the cycle most people never escape. Salary comes in right pointing arrow. Bills go out right pointing arrow. Little money remains right pointing arrow. Repeat next month. Any extra money, they spend it. New phone, new clothes, short-term pleasure. Very little goes into assets, skills that compound, ownership opportunities. The system rewards spending. It punishes saving with inflation. So even people who save money are slowly losing purchasing power. They feel safe, but they're standing still. And standing still in a moving system means falling behind. They avoid risk but embrace guaranteed loss. Most people say, I don't want to take risks. But they accept staying in the same job for 30 years, depending on one income, letting inflation eat their savings. That's not safety. That's slow financial death. Wealth always involves calculated risk, uncertainty, temporary discomfort. But people choose comfort today over freedom tomorrow. They fear losing money, but never question losing time. And time is the most expensive currency. They never change how they think about money. Rich people and poor people don't think differently by accident. Poor mindset asks, how much does it cost? Can I afford this? Wealth mindset asks, how does this make money? How does this grow? Most people chase income. The wealthy chase assets. Most people buy liabilities thinking they're rewards. The wealthy buy assets even when it's boring. If your money doesn't work for you, you'll work forever. They wait for the perfect moment. Most people are always waiting. Waiting for the right time, more confidence, more money, more information. But the perfect moment never comes. Wealth is built by people who start before they feel ready, learn by doing, adapt quickly. Waiting feels safe, but it slowly kills momentum. By the time most people act, the opportunity is gone. They don't realize the door is closing. The world is changing fast. AI is replacing jobs. Automation is accelerating. Traditional careers are shrinking. The gap between rich and poor is widening. And most people, they're still following old rules in a new game. Wealth in the future will belong to owners, creators, investors, adaptable thinkers. Those who refuse to change will be left behind. Not because they failed, but because they didn't wake up. Conclusion: most people will never be rich. Not because they can't, but because they never question the path they're on. Awareness is the first step. Action is the second. You don't need to be lucky. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stop playing a game that was never designed for you to win. If this video made you uncomfortable, that's a good sign. Because comfort keeps people poor, and awareness creates wealth.